Pastor Mark here from Mars Hill Church in Seattle. We are putting forth a lot of content, and we've broken it down into two categories, offensive and really offensive. This content would fall into the really offensive category. The reason being, it's not typically the kind of thing that is said in a church. To be fair, we're in the least church city in America. The services tend to include a lot of non-Christians and new Christians. Our evening services don't have childcare or families at all, and so we allow people to ask questions via text message. Sometimes I'll teach things that are very intense and you wouldn't normally hear in a homeschool co-op or a rural church with ladies who have head coverings and guys who churn their own butter. Nonetheless, the content is, I think, pretty fun. You, however, may want to view it before letting your children do so. And if you are a minor, you should get your parents' permission because this is rated MH17.
Pastor Mark.
What you are about to experience is unusual, and it's an experiment that we've undertaken regarding text messaging. Here's how it works. During the course of a live service while I'm preaching, we allow those who are in attendance to text message in a question that they would like me to answer on the topic or text that I am preaching. Those are then filtered and screened, sent directly to me on the stage, and without any notification or preparation, live on the spot from my gut, for better or for worse, I answer the question, honest, real, live, raw content made up on the spot. And so this is one example of what that looks like. I'll do one more because I'm having a good time. Do you believe that abortion as a result of rape is wrong? You know what? This is what I should have ended with the last question, huh? Yes. And I say this as a man who knows that roughly 1/3 of the women in this church have been raped or sexually abused. I tell you this as a man who has counseled a long list of rape victims. I tell you this as a man who is actively involved in making sure that we have groups to help women who have been raped. I tell you this as a man who has devoted his life to arguing with men that they should treat women as sisters with all purity and respect in every way so that this kind of thing never occurs. I also believe that rape is among the most violent and vile and devastating of sins and crimes. In that, I know that a woman who has been raped has a very difficult ethical dilemma on her hands. Would I stand back and judge her? Not at all. What we would seek to do is meet with her, love her, counsel her, hear her story, see what the details are, look at all the variables, get the big picture so we're not being idealistic, judgmental, legalists who are not filled with compassion, not caring, not loving, not involved, not helping, not crying, not praying, not connecting, and not serving. I think the heart in this is really important. But as a general rule, I would say, a life is a life. And though the woman is a victim, let's not make the child a victim as well. And I'll close with this story. I don't know if I have his permission to do this, but I'm just going to do it. My right-hand guy is a pastor here at this church. His mom was raped. His mom was raped. And she chose to birth him. And then she met Jesus. And then she met a guy who loved Jesus and married her, and he's a pastor. And they had other kids. And the result of that rape is a pastor at Mars Hill Church. And so what I would say is, it is horrible, but God is good. And I tend to err on the side of giving him an opportunity to use what was intended for evil and to use it for good and the saving of many lives, like Genesis 50:20 says he does. Some of you will say that's cruel and heartless, and I would say, I am not giving this counsel. What I'm saying is, if you are this woman, hear me on this. If you're this woman, you come talk to me tonight. You come talk to me tonight. If you're pregnant right now with a child from a rape, Rather than talking theory in front of hundreds of people, let me love you, let me talk to you, let me pray for you, let me hear your story, let me see what is going on, let me see what you need, let us see how we can help, and let us pastor you, because that's what you need right now. I will be available for this person if they are actually here. If this is not a hypothetical trick the pastor question, I'll meet with you tonight, and we will love and serve you tonight. And we will seek to come to a good answer for you, with you, tonight. Okay? That's my heart.